So why does body odor occur? It's mainly from the underarms. It can occur from the feet. It's found to be more common in men as compared to women. The best time to take a bath is at night. The vest that you wear and the underwear, make sure that these are washed and ironed before you wear them. Trimming the hair does help in improving underarm odor. Applying lemon or baking soda sometimes feel like an easy quick fix for body odor, but remember, body odor. Many people struggle with body odor and it makes them very self-conscious and affects their self-esteem. Today in this video, I'll tell you what are the causes for body odor, how we can prevent it, what are the things you should do, what are the things you should avoid, and how to treat it. So let's get started. So body odor is called as bromhidrosis in medical terms. Slight odor is normal, having a little bit of odor after you work out or when you're out in the sun, when you sweat, it's normal. It cannot go away completely. But if the odor is troubling you to such an extent that it's hampering self-esteem or quality of life, that is when we have to step in and actively treat it. So why does body odor occur? Odor is mainly from the underarms. It can occur from the feet as well and sometimes can be generalized. So in the underarms, there are multiple glands called apocrine glands. These make certain secretions which are broken down by bacteria, which leads to this kind of odor. So body odor is worse in people who sweat a lot. It is found to be more common in men as compared to women. Also, armpit odor tends to have its onset during puberty. So before 12 to 13 years of age, you do not experience any body odor. After that, then it can start. So why does it occur? This is due to production of sebum in this area that mixed with breakdown by bacteria along with breakdown of keratin leads to this kind of peculiar smell in the underarms. It can occur due to excessive sweating. Longer the areas of the body remain moist, the higher chances of bacterial and fungal overgrowth in these areas. Bacterial overgrowth is one of the most common contributing factors for bad odor, and the most commonly incriminated bacteria are Corynebacterium, Staphylococcus, and Cutibacterium. Poor hygiene can also make bad odor worse. This leads to increased bacterial and fungal overgrowth, which can add on to the existing body odor. Certain infections like intertrigo, which is a fungal infection of the body folds, or pitted keratolysis, which is infection of the sole, or erythrasma, wherein you get these annular lesions in the underarm area, all these can contribute to body odor. Certain medications can also worsen body odor, such as penicillin, bromides, and certain supplements. If you are sweating a lot and if you have sudden onset body odor, then please rule out hyperthyroidism. You need to consult your endocrinologist for evaluation. So what are the areas that you need to care for? First is the underarms, then is the feet, and sometimes it can also be generalized. So things that you need to do in order to reduce body odor. First is you have to take bath daily. You need to bathe daily. If you have body odor, you can use soap only in the underarms and groin area every single day. You don't need to apply soap or body wash on the whole body every single day, especially if you have dry skin. It can dry your skin further, okay? But you need to take a bath every single day. So best time to take a bath is at night. Yes, contrary to popular belief, the best time to take a bath, if you're going to take a bath only once, is at night. This helps in removing all the dust that has collected on your body throughout the day, helps in reducing allergies as well. But if you are somebody who has a habit of taking a bath in the morning, go ahead and do it, not a problem. But if you are exposed to a lot of dust throughout the day, then consider taking a bath at night as well. Second is to wipe your body folds properly. This is very important. The collection of water and moisture in the body folds is one of the contributing factors to develop recurrent fungal and bacterial infections in these areas. So make sure to keep all the body folds properly dry. Okay, so you're going to wipe it dry and then use a layer of moisturizer. This will help in reducing the amount of moisture in this body folds as well as reduce the dryness that can occur on the skin. Okay, so you want to use a thin layer of moisturizer after you wipe your body folds properly. You have to change your undergarments and socks daily. the vest that you wear and the underwear has to be changed daily. This is very, very important. You also have to make sure that these are washed and ironed before you wear them. Washing and ironing especially can help in reducing the fungal growth in this area. Sometimes what happens is in the sides of the underwear and in the vest, the fabric is thicker, so this tends to harbor fungal elements. So if you iron it, it helps in reducing the chances of fungal infection. In a lot of people, there is this kind of a structural change between the toe webs. So in a lot of patients, there is a dip in this area which causes water accumulation and maceration, leading to recurrent fungal infections. So you have to make sure that you spread all your toes properly and clean in between them in order to reduce the accumulation of sweat and water in this area, and also reduce the chances of maceration and fungal overgrowth. You must wear pure cotton clothing or linen clothing. The fabric has to be breathable. You do not wear any kind of synthetic fabric. This tends to linger the moisture and sweat on your skin for a long time, adding to body odor. So wear only pure cotton clothing. Wear loose clothing. Don't wear very tight fitted clothes or tight fitted pants that tend to accumulate sweat for a long time. The faster the sweat evaporates, the lower the chances are of developing body odor and of developing fungal infections. So make sure to wear loose clothing which is not very tight fitted and is made up of cotton fabric. Trim your underarm hair. Yes, it has been shown that trimming the hair does help in improving underarm odor. So if you are somebody who keeps hair long, it's a good practice to start trimming your hair. You can even go ahead and shave it, not a problem. But if you don't like to shave your underarm hair, then at least clip or trim them and keep them short. This can help in reducing body odor. Now I'll tell you things to avoid. Deodorants, especially those very pungent deodorants, stay away from them. They may help in masking the body odor temporarily, but if you have like a strong body odor, that mixed with deodorant can make things worse and make you smell worse. Okay, so I would suggest you to first take all the precautions that I have mentioned before on things to do, and then use a deodorant or a roll-on which has a milder fragrance to begin with. Okay, you don't want to use something very strong because that and sweat, the mixture can be very overpowering, so you want to avoid it. Avoid food that contribute to body odor such as garlic, onion, cumin, red meat and alcohol. These are known to make the body odor worse. I know in Indian cooking, garlic and onions are the base. You can, however, cut down the quantity of these ingredients in your food, and also try to avoid alcohol and red meat if you are somebody who struggles with body odor. Avoid home remedies. Applying lemon or baking soda can sometimes feel like an easy, quick fix for body odor, but remember that these areas are prone to friction, maceration. This will set you up for more irritation and darkening of the skin in this area, so that is not a good solution. It is best to use certain agents that I'm going to tell you further in order to reduce the bacterial overgrowth, but stay away from irritating home remedies as they do not improve body odor but then only irritate your skin and make things worse. So how to treat? When we look at management for body odor, we have to look at two things. First is how do we reduce excessive sweating, and second is how do we reduce the bacterial overgrowth. So if you have a lot of sweating in the underarms, use an antiperspirant roll-on which contains aluminum salts. Yes, there has to be presence of aluminum for it to be effective in reducing the sweat production. Remember that these roll-ons are best used at night, not in the morning. Night is when we sweat less, so these aluminum salts tend to form plugs in the sweat duct in order to reduce the amount of sweating. So apply this at night. Also, you don't need to use this every single night. A lot of people do feel that this causes itching, irritation, dryness, sometimes even burning in the underarm area. So you can use it only on alternate nights to start with, and then you can use it twice in a week, and then only once a week at night. Even that should be enough in order to control your sweating. But initially, when you're starting out, start out with at least alternate nights. If you feel it causes dryness to the underarm area, then make sure to use a very thin moisturizer over this area in the morning. If you have excessive sweating which is troublesome, then we can go for botulinum toxin injections. Yes, Botox injections do help in reducing sweating in the underarm area. The results are very good. This treatment is extremely effective, especially if you are looking at some event in which you don't want to sweat. Then this is a good option. The results last for about 8 to 9 months and gives really good control in sweating. Another treatment modality for excessive palms and sole swelling is iontophoresis. I will mention the details of this in the description box below. You can go for hair removal as well. It has been shown that when you have less hair in the underarm area, the body odor also goes down. Basically, hair increases the surface area for bacterial and fungal overgrowth. So when you cut that off, it just helps in regulating the flora there and reducing sweating and reducing logging of sweat in that area for a long time. So how can you reduce bacterial overgrowth? Using benzoyl peroxide based washes can help. This ingredient is usually present in acne face washes. So this can be applied in the armpit area, left for about 3 to 4 minutes and washed off. Make sure to wash this off properly because it can be irritating on the skin. So you want to make sure that you're using copious amount of water to wash every bit of the benzoyl peroxide wash. This can help in reducing bacterial overgrowth, and because this is not an antibacterial as such, there is no fear of developing resistance. So this is something that you can use. You can even use a hypochlorous acid spray. I'll be mentioning a few brands in the description below of both the benzoyl peroxide wash and the hypochlorous acid spray. Hypochlorous acid is not as effective as benzoyl peroxide, but it does help in reducing the bacterial overgrowth and helping in reducing body odor. We also need to treat underlying infections if you have any, like if you have intertrigo, which is fungal infection in the body folds, then we need to take oral antifungal along with topical antifungals in order to reduce the fungal overgrowth. If you have trichomycosis axillaris, then we need to trim the hair. Along with that, give you some antibacterial ointments in order to improve it. If you have something called pitted keratolysis, wherein there is this kind of pits developing on the soles which occurs due to a bacterial infection, then we need to treat it with either oral medications or benzoyl peroxide soaks. So please consult your dermatologist and get these infections treated promptly in order to reduce the body odor. So there you go, a video explaining body odor, why it occurs and how we can make it better. I hope you found this video useful and got to learn something from this. And if you liked the skin and hair related content, do follow me on my Instagram handle Dr. Achal MD, where I post such skin and hair related content daily. Thank you for watching.